All right, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Arkansas's League of Legends finals here. We're coming to you live from Clinton, Arkansas, but we are streaming Wynne versus SouthSide, and this should be a great matchup here today.
Absolutely. Both these teams worked hard to get here, and we're expecting a good match.
I agree. We've got some real high-ranked players in this game from both sides, and we'll just they're drafting and banning here real fast. So we'll just jump right in and start talking about that. Chuck, you'll notice here that they have banned my favorite to ban support, Pike, and they have also banned Zach. So those two are off the table, and an Aphelios.
Right. Looks like we got a Lux and a Mumu band too from the other side. Did you see which side starting out which team?
The side on the left is going to be Fort Smith.
Okay.
And the side on the right is going to be Wynne, so blue and red. Yeah.
Okay. Fort Smith's in blue.
Yeah, and the Tom Kinch is going to be banned out there. And they're going to go with a Nautilus pick here. I like that, Chuck. You know me. I like playing Nautilus. Especially Nautilus with the spacesuit on, so hopefully they got the spacesuit skin. I can give them a little bit more extra love in this game just because of that, but do like the Nautilus pick. Very versatile support.
We've seen the Nautilus in both the quarterfinals that we watched too. So he's a very popular pick at this ELO.
Yeah, and this Samira pick down here, Chuck, this is dangerous. You know, we saw Samira get banned out over and over and over. And since this patch, she's just really on point down there as an ADC. So that and the Janna, I do like the Janna pick. You don't see that as much, but her Tornado is tons of CC, and she can charge that Tornado. She's fun to play. I played her some as support, and she actually has a decent poke. So that with her movement speed around the map, that's going to play in big time in this match.
Yeah, Fort Smith's picking the Jinx for their ADC. We noticed the Jinx with the Bryant. Which game was that last night?
Don Tyson game.
Don Tyson's Jinx, yeah. He played an integral part of the first two rounds. And Malphite.
Yeah, I agree. The Malphite play was excellent. Malphite, I think, played in all three games. Jinx played in the first two games, but they banned it in the third. And here comes my man back in the top lane here, Chuck. I'm excited. I got Nautilus and the Mordekaiser. Let's go.
That's right.
Loving the pick here from Wynne. Love the Mordekaiser. Love stomping around and smashing away with Nightfall there. So kudos to them. Mordekaiser is definitely a dangerous bruiser in the top lane. So very nice pick there. I do like that.
Mordekaiser's another champion that if top lane goes their way and Mordekaiser gets fed a little bit, the game can really snowball in a hurry.
He scales very well. You're correct.
Yeah, and yesterday when we streamed that match, the Mordekaiser playing in the Malphite was devastating in top lane. So I wonder how that's going to go in this match here today.
Yeah, so much falls into player skill, but you are right. The Mordekaiser did play well against the Malphite, so we'll see how that happens here with the Fort Smith versus Wynne.
And we're going to get a Yone ban, an Akshan ban, and a Silas ban here, and also Warwick, also in jungle there probably, or sometimes meta pick top lane. I like that ban. Warwick's kind of hard to deal with early game just because he has so much healing. So for other junglers, that's a little hard to deal with. And we're going to have a Rammus pick come out of here. I like that. Very tanky, very defensive. That taunt is very deadly if you have some DPS around you. His spikes, you got to really watch out for that, not attack him while he's curled up in a ball. So, and he also has speed, and he also has a stun. So I really like the Rammus pick here. I'm excited to watch that.
good Rammus player in the jungle can really move from lane to lane to lane and cause a lot of disruption. So yeah, I'm with you on that. A good Rammus player can just change the whole aspect of the game.
Kind of curious about the Darius pick. That I don't know if that's going to be top or if the Malphite's going to be top now. So, gonna say if they do go with the Zazir here, that should be mid. But I don't know where they're going to play the Darius. Oh, they swapped to an Ari here. Nice pick.
Okay, so Ari, as we all know, is extremely deadly right now. Mobility is an issue, damage is an issue, and if she gets fed there again, she can really just snowball the game out of hand.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Wu Pao. They just reworked Ari, and she is dangerous. And we're going to have a Gangplank. I'm not sure. I thought that would be maybe a top pick, but they're going to do a Gangplank mid, so I kind of like that pick. That's a little meta there. Something you don't see all the time, so that might actually throw SouthSide for a little bit of a loop there.
Yeah, true. You don't see that very often, and you also don't see Malphite jungle very often. So that's going to be interesting how this kind of plays out.
I agree, Wu Pao. You know, they reworked Darius where he actually can jungle. Changed up his bleed effects and stuff to make him a better jungler. So I was almost wondering if the Darius wasn't going jungle, but he's going to be going top, and Malphite's going to be going jungle. So that's interesting to me, just because I don't know if I've ever seen a Malphite jungle, to tell you the truth.
I've seen it very few times, but I can see why they would use it. I mean, the Rammus, like I said, can move from lane to lane to lane. Well, Malphite, when he gets his ultimate, he can really make some disruption wherever he goes. So, it's the team fight for both teams is going to be really good here.
All right, so we've got our draft picks underway. The bands have went out, and we have a 3-minute delay before the stream actually starts. I'm just seeing if we got Coach Harvey here. Are you still with us?
I am now back on.
Awesome.
Hello, Coach Harvey. Good deal.
Hello.
How long have you been with Wynne?
I have been. We started Wynne Esports 3 years ago.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. The program so far, how's it been going? You've been growing good. You've been enjoying it. We
started with Rocket League as our first game of choice, and then 2 years ago, I had most of the gentlemen that are playing that we're seeing play today came to me and wanted to add the league to us. So we added that, and then we added Super Smash this year as well. So we're running 3 games and hoping to add a 4th for next year.
That's great, Coach. I mean, that's what esports is all about. Is kind of giving a different section of kids who don't play traditional sports, and maybe if they do, just a different outlet for this type of environment. And it's to make it this far, I will tell you, in 3 years is very impressive in League of Legends. You must have some dedicated kids.
There's some good players out there for sure. Uh-oh, did I lose you?
No, we're still here.
Oh, okay. I was getting an echo, and I needed to get it turned off. So
yeah, sometimes these remote broadcasts and stuff can be a little confusing. But
how many playoff appearances have you had so far, Coach? Because I'm with Wu Pao there, starting a program here, and the first time we made it to the playoffs, I thought I was going to jump over a bus. And for you to be this far in the playoffs, it's very, very impressive.
So first season we got in on the 32. I think we were 28 or 29 maybe. And then the boys sort of set goals for themselves to sort of work their way up. I think the last season we ended at like 18 maybe. And they had set themselves the sight for top 10 this season, and that's kind of where they're at now. So they've sort of set themselves goals and, just sort of dedicated their time and their play to get themselves to where they wanted to be. Okay. And that's always fun to watch them do that. So,
absolutely.
And the question that's on every coach's mind: how many seniors are you retiring this year?
Luckily, I'm only losing one. Not like some of the rest of you I've seen. So,
I think we're losing 5 seniors. One of them was a bench, but we are losing 5 seniors.
I've got a young lady in training right now, so that's kind of where we're going to spend this summer working on that and getting her ready to step into the next role. So,
all All right, it does look like we're about to get underway on the game. I'd like to thank you for stopping by and talking to us. And
Well, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys taking care of this. This is a lot of fun for a lot of people, so I'm glad that we got a chance to do this.
yes, sir.
Same here,
Thank
Coach.
you very much.
All right, we'll
Wish
talk
you
to y'all
guys good
later.
luck in the match.
Thanks now.
All right, we're about to be underway here. I'm excited to get this kicked off, guys. This is going to be a really good match. It's going to be a treat to watch, especially watching this high-level play. Excited that this high-level competition is coming out of the state of Arkansas. Really proud of that. Really proud to see it. Thank you to all the esports coaches out there for making this possible for these kids and just making these programs happen, putting your time and dedication in there. Thank you again to Coach Harvey for talking with us and allowing us to stream this game. Really appreciate it, and we're about to have a rumble on the Rift here.
Yeah, like you said, it's really impressive what these kids can accomplish. I mean, you know, I've played quite a bit of League of Legends, and these kids, I would not want to be in a match with them. There's no way I can hold my own against any of these young people out here. So it's very impressive. This is going to be a great match to watch, and I'm looking forward to this one, guys.
So this is the first match of the semifinals. Winner from here goes on to the final game, and that will be played on the 7th. We've got SouthSide, which is Fort Smith Southside, excuse me. Fort Smith Southside is going to be in blue, and Wynne is going to be red in the top right corner.
Yep, little jungle looking around right now. See if they can find maybe somebody that's maybe where they shouldn't be. Get a little early pick here.
Yeah, and these games are so high stakes here. I mean, you know, there's tons and tons of pressure. But one thing that Coach Harvey pointed out there when he talked to us there for just a few minutes was that these kids set a goal last year of where they wanted to be, and they've had to work for that goal this whole off season, into this season, and they made it. So they've met their goal, win or lose, and that very, very proud of these kids for that, for setting a goal for themselves and following through with it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good for these kids to, you know, like we said before, like traditional sports teaches, you know, leadership and organization and teamwork. Well, esports is the exact same thing. These kids have to learn to work together and play together, and obviously you don't make it this far without learning how to do those things.
Yeah, we're going to see some serious farming in this match here too, Woo Pal, and that makes me excited too, just talking about that, seeing how they rarely are going to miss a last hit on a minion. Definitely not going to see them miss a last hit on a cannon if they're there. Their farming at this level is very, very impressive.
Absolutely. It absolutely is.
Darius is going to go ahead and go in on the Mordekaiser here. He's actually going to get a couple of nice hits on him, get that bleed on him. So nice job by the Darius putting some early pressure on Mordekaiser there. He's going to force him back under his tower, and he's just going to have to wait on that wave. I'm curious to see the Janna play down here. So I don't see that support as much. She's kind of a jack of all trades for support. She's not really the best at any one thing as a support, but she's just pretty good at everything though. And her movement speed, if you've ever played her or haven't played her and then you do, it is insane later on in the game how fast and how mobile she is around the map, especially if you get mobies.
Oh, absolutely, that's true. And of course, her Howling Gale is the knock-up is phenomenal. You catch somebody in that, it's typically a kill, especially at this level.
And we got a gank coming in by the Rammus up here. He's going to get in on the Darius, and boy, it's going to be close. But we got the other jungler coming in here. They're going to be a counter gank in the top lane right off the bat. And man, if they would have got an ignite on the Darius, he would have been toast right there. Good job by the Malphite recognizing that gank and coming up and helping his top laner out, because if he doesn't show up for that, he's toast.
He's absolutely.
So nice early level try there on the gank. Like seeing that. Said I think this game's just going to be completely action packed here.
Yes, and it's obvious too that both junglers are, they're really watching the mini map well. They're checking things out. The Rammus responded quick, and here comes Malphite as soon as he sees the other jungler gank. So they're always in a good position to keep their players protected. So it's really super smart plays already.
Yeah, and the Rammus is going to back here, so he's going to elect to try to go back and get an item before Dragon. I think that's the thought process there is let me go ahead and see if I can get an item up. If Malphite doesn't back, he's going to have a little more XP probably, but that one item could make a huge. And yeah, he got Boots of Swiftness off that Wu Pao, so that's going to allow him even more mobility with his roll. So I think he's really trying to set himself up for Drake here.
Hey Curtis,
I like this play.
is the can we switch over to the game capture? I think we're still on the early capture and it's not showing the full screen.
It's on game capture.
Yeah, but do you have the eye shut off on the screen capture?
Nope. I do now. Is that better?
Yes, sir.
Nice call there, Chuck. See, that's why we have to have Chuck on here, because if he's not here to keep me straightened out, there's no telling what might happen with the stream.
And something else I like to see here, it looks like the top laners are really playing off each other really well. I see Darius picks up an early magic resist to counter to Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser picks up some arbor to counter the Darius. So, they're smart plays already, smart itemization already.
Yeah, and yesterday in the game that we streamed with Don Tyson, Wu Pao, I kept saying the top lane was just a complete slobber knocker. Both of those players played tank champions up there, and man, it was a blast to watch. And I think we're going to see pretty much the same thing here. Darius, not quite as tanky, but he has the damage output and has the bleeds. And here we're going to have a gank in the bottom lane coming in here. He's going to try to get in on the Jinx. Man, he just can't. He's going to get the taunt in. Nice job there by the jungler. Now they're going to try to go in the Nautilus. They're going to get the flash on him there, and they're going to get a nice job. They didn't get the kill there, but they got the push, and this is going to open up the window for the Dragon for them.
Yeah, it was just enough to push them off, and they may very well rotate the Dragon right here.
I think they are. Yeah, as long as Rammus can get some help on there. His DPS is low, but he's very, very tanky, so he can't solo Dragon at level 4, but his bottom lane is going to come right up there and help him just like they're supposed to. Nice teamwork there.
The CS across the board is fairly even. Let's see, Darius got a little bit of a lead at the top. Malphite's got a little lead in the jungle. Ari is always, or should, typically have a lead on a gangplank. Gangplank early is just kind of really hard to get those last hits, but we can see that CS is still relatively close.
Yeah, and that's typical for these playoff games. I mean, they're gonna keep it tight on that. I mean, there's not gonna be a huge difference in their farming and in the CS. Man, they're gonna try to gank up on the Mordekaiser here, and nice job by him turning around. I would have ran for the tower there. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chuck Wu Pao. I would have been heading for the hills there.
Yeah, I would have too. I think he just felt kind of comfortable with being that close to his tower. Still kind of early a little bit, but I'm with you. I don't know that I could have stood there.
Nice job by the Nautilus there, and I see he's running the Glacial Ruin, so anytime that he gets in when that's reset, he's just going to throw out some more CC there for him to slow everyone around him, so I like the pick on that rune there.
Yeah, Nautilus with that rune set is going to be kind of dangerous. I mean, anybody that's slowed, Jinx is going to tear him apart.
Yeah, and Jinx is just Jinx right now. These last couple of months, I think ever since Arcane, really, Jinx has just been a terror in the ADC role. I mean, she's really good right now. Man, we almost get the dunk out of the Darius. A nice job there on the Malphite. Hey, there we go with some Malphite jungle action, but nice ultimate there by the Darius getting Mordekaiser down.
Blood.
Yep, and so we're going to have first blood right there.
And that's the Malphite ultimate that you have to be wary about. I mean, there he only caught on one person, but that one person turns into first blood and gets him Gets an assist for Malphite and an early lead for the Darius.
Yeah, and they're going to get a little bit of a gold advantage off that too, Wu-Pao. So that's going to help them even more. You know, it all adds up across the board. Just takes a little bit here, a little bit there, and so that's going to allow them to stretch out their gold lead a little bit, and this might let them get on a roll here.
Yeah, the one good thing I see, though, is Mordekaiser did have TP, so he was able to TP back to his tower, pick up the wave, so he didn't lose just a whole lot there. Maybe first blood, but kept his CS even, so well done on him. Good TP there.
Ari does not make it out of there. Nice, and here's the Malphite again. Man, that jungler is in the right place at the right time, and I can tell you that doesn't happen by accident. Your
right.
really good junglers are always going to show up. The ones that are playing well and playing with their team. It's going to seem like that they just happened to show up there when the action happened. But that's not the case. That's exactly how they plan it.
That's right. Yeah, the Ari was just about to slip away from that one, but, you know, good job on the game plan to go ahead and pick up at least the kill and make it an even trade somewhat.
Really nice back and forth by both of these teams here. Really nice discipline. Really nice team play, too, out of both of these teams. So enjoyable to watch. I said they're really not one team has really caught the other team out yet or anything like that. Everything's been based around team play, ganks, and so just really nice gameplay.
Yeah, I agree. It looks like the bottom lane, everybody's just content in the bottom lane to kind of, you know, push each other a little bit here and there, but right now they're just focused on CS, getting some cash flow up and getting some items built.
Nice charm there by the Ari. And here we got the jungler running in here, just like I just talked about, and he's going to go in, and I think they're going to get this gangplank. They sure do. Nice job by the jungler getting in there and shutting that down, and they're probably going to get Rammus on this, so there's your double kill. Nice job by SouthSide. Nice job by their jungler. But now you're going to see Wynne come in here, and they're going to get the team advantage. They're going to gang up on the Malphite, and they're going to take him out.
Absolutely, and you know that's what you have to do. You have to take advantage of the situation. There, you know, Malphite was kind of getting out of hand a little bit, and they got the kill on him, so that kind of helps offset things.
They should have had a shutdown on that, right, Wu-Pao?
I believe so. I think he had a 150 gold shutdown whenever that happened.
So
we see that Ari also has a little shutdown as well, so that's she better play a little safe because I'm afraid they're going to come after her for that gold.
And they're calling for dragon here, so Wynne's going to try to just swoop in here and get this dragon while they know they're back, and that's very nice map awareness by Wynne there. They realize that they went back to buy. The Ari's having to respawn. If they can just jump in here and just get this dragon real quick, they should have no problem securing it. And nice job by them. Very nice. And Mordekaiser and Darius are just in a slugfest up here. I love it. Trying to wait on that reset, but Darius is going to get in there and get that kill. Nice job by the Darius.
Very well done. That was a tough one there. That could have went either way. They are very evenly matched.
Do you think that Q key almost got broke there on the Mordekaiser? Because I know mine would have.
Absolutely.
He was just trying to kill time in that bush to get that Q reset. I promise you.
and here in the mid lane again, that Ari is really playing the game plan well. I mean, they were out there. She had a tower dive a little bit, but that mobility is coming in handy right here.
Yeah, well, our mid laner mained Ari for a while, basically all the first season. So I've seen a lot of Ari play, but since they've done the rework, man, it's just back on point from where it was before. It kind of fell off there, I think, a little bit through a couple of patches, but that mobility boost has just made all the difference in the world.
It really has. And that's why I think their team fight capability is so high. I mean, Darius puts out a lot of damage, Jinx puts out a lot of damage, and if they get grouped up too much, a Malphite gets a good ult, you know, Ari's just going to sit there and reset and really pick up a lot of kills.
And yeah, you talking about the bottom laners farming, I mean, they've already got their mythics. We got Malphite with the mythic also, but we got Shield Bow down here in the bottom lane. That's going to come definitely into play with the Samira and be able to get in close with that ultimate.
Yeah, and Samira with shield bow is really good pick for her. I mean, she's hard to kill anyways, and shield bow just makes it that much more that harder. And John support is going to give her that much more ability to live.
And the Kim tank on the Malphite, I like that. That's going to add even more mobility to the jungler, and they're gonna catch Rammus out here. Nice job by SouthSide, man. They recognized he was out. He was coming up. He kind of just face checked that. Really, didn't have a whole lot of vision there, and he just ran right into SouthSide, being right there in the pit. So nowhere for him to go.
Yeah, and that's a really smart pickup by the Malphite, picking up that Kim tank for his mythic. I really like that. It's going to give him some bonus movement speed to kind of offset Rammus's ability to move around the map and those swiftness boots.
Yeah, I see this Mordekaiser. He's playing safe up here, and that may be part of their game plan, though. You see this sometimes, and I know we've done it in some of our matches where if you think you have an advantage in mid or even bot lane, you know, you tell your other lanes, you know what, let's just play through them. You know, so just farm in your lane. You know, don't make any mistakes, and we'll shove through mid or bot or whatever lane that you feel like you can win. So, and that's just another part of the strategy for League of Legends. I'm not saying that that's what they're doing, but it very well could be.
I think at this point in time, the Mordekaiser kind of has to play safe. He's behind quite a bit in CS. The Darius does have Merc Treads already, and also has a Sheen for that extra damage, so he's kind of scary right now.
Yeah, and he does have a level advantage soon. Here comes a gank in on the Darius, though. Man, if he didn't flash away there, and we're gonna have the taunt. Man, that nice job by the Darius getting out of that, because if he didn't start moving there and use that flash, he's dead.
Absolutely.
And we got the counter gank coming up here. Here we're talking about junglers that are always seem like they're in the right place at the right time, and here comes the Malphite. Very nice counter gank there by the Malphite. One thing we talk about too, and we talked about before, is, you know, when you first start playing this game, you know, and a lot of people think this, you know, well, I didn't get the kill, and yeah, you do get the bonus gold for that, but a lot of times not getting the kill and just shoving someone out of lane or shoving them out of where they want to be is just as good as getting a kill as far as positioning goes.
Yeah, that's very true.
Or a lot of times, even if you can poke someone and get them low enough that they have to back, then you just disrupted them. They can't get their CS like they want to, and that's almost as good as a kill as far as your lane control.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially at this point in the game, wherever tower plating's already has failed. So if you can push them off and make them back, you can get some tower pressure pretty early.
We should have a Drake coming up here, Wu Pal. So I think they're trying to get some vision here. Yeah, and it's up on the map. And they're probably going to have a team fight over this Drake. I don't know what Wynne's going to elect to do here, but looks like they're trying to group up for it.
Yeah, they've already got two. You know, they would love to have that third. It just makes them that much better for Soul, be in position for the Soul. But it looks like also that Fort Smith Southside is going to hang around the Dragon Pit a little bit and try to disrupt this. There may be a huge team fight here in a minute.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, they're really thinking about it. I think they may be saying, you know what, if you want to go ahead and pull the dragon out here and take some damage off of it, you know, that'll give us a little bit of an edge. I'm not sure. They're really jockeying, and they may give them this. I'm not sure here exactly what the play is.
I think that was an extremely smart choice on Malphite. He dropped the Herald to push in the mid lane, and they, you know, it makes Wynne have to pull off a little bit. They have to go pull off to deal with that, so mid lane doesn't get completely pushed out.
Yeah, very, very, very high IQ, smart play there. You know, give them the option. You can either come in here and team fight us and let mid lane go, take a chance of losing the team fight, and there's nothing you can do about mid, or you can let us have the dragon. You know, you make them have to make a choice, and we got another team fight going on here.
There's Malphite ultimate. Goodness, there's a lot going on right here.
Yeah, nice stopwatch by the Nautilus there. If he doesn't use it, he still may not make it out of here. No, he's caught in the pit, and the Gangplank's going to get him. Nice job by Gangplank getting him in the pit. He almost had enough time to back there. Pal. I mean, that was close.
Yes, he did. I don't know if I'm assuming that Wynne had vision in the pit to see him. Can't see on my map exactly, but they must have, because I thought it kind of looked there for a second that he was just trying to hide it out a little bit. The Nautilus was just trying to hide it out, but I think they had vision and did pick up the kill. So
I believe you're right there. I believe they did at that time. I think it's been cleared since then, but I do believe they had vision to see that and knew how low he was.
At this point in the game, I really feel like everything is really even, except maybe the jungle. I think Malphite has, of course, he's got a 2-level lead right now in Rammus. He's got the item lead. He just looks like, he's in a better position right now. So the Rammus, I think, probably needs to get back in the jungle, focus on some CS. Maybe try to get a pick somewhere and try to get back in the game a little bit.
Yeah, they're kind of hovering around this top lane here. I'm thinking they're both junglers actually are kind of watching this top lane here to see what happens. So, yeah, now we got the Rammus trying to come in. Got Ari up here. Yeah, both teams are kind of trying to make a play in that top lane.
Yeah, and Gangplank's on his way up as well. So this could be another team fight.
It is, and I think I think he has ultimate here, but he's still going to go down. He's just too low. They're going to get tower out of that. Nice job by SouthSide coming in there and ganging up on that top lane. And now they're just going to clear out. Smart move. They got what they wanted. They got the tower. And so they're just going to take it and say, okay, we're done here. We'll let the minions push. And we got what we wanted, and we're going to back and reset this.
Yeah, very, very smart play.
That's something I want to say about this game as far as these kids playing it too. You have to be smart to play these esport games, Rocket League, even Smash Brothers, and especially League of Legends. I mean, you have to be good with the keyboard and mouse. You have to have good hand-eye coordination, but you have to be intelligent to be successful at this game.
Absolutely, there's no doubt. I mean, these kids, they've learned the game. They know which items are which. They know which champions counter other champions. There's so much to learn with this game, and these kids just soak it up, and they do just so well at it.
Yeah, I mean, there's over 150 different champions to choose from, and I don't know exactly how many items, but there is hundreds of items in this game also, and you can build any way that you want. You can build any counter you want. You can put any item on any champion in any role. So, I mean, the possibilities are just limitless as far as what you can do in this game.
Absolutely. And like you said before, we have to understand. Sometimes I have a problem remembering these are just kids playing this game. They look to me like they're just seasoned vets, but it's just really impressive what they can do, what they accomplish, and kudos to them, kudos to the coaches and all their hard work.
Yeah, I agree. They have a love for this game, and a lot of this is built around camaraderie too. We're gonna have a nice fight right here, Wupal. Mordekaiser's gonna come down. Nice job there. Wynne seeing that, and nice job countering that there. They should get the Darius out of this, I would think. They're in pursuit, yes, and they sure do. And man, Mordekaiser really needed that. Nice job there by Wynne.
Yeah, something like that type of pick right there, that puts Mord right back in the game.
Yeah, and now we got the Malphite hanging out here, but man, if he doesn't have any help there, he would definitely have been in trouble there on the Rammus.
Yeah, definitely the smart play pulling back the tower there.
To me, I see that Force Mess Southside has obviously the kill lead. They've got a pretty decent gold lead, but it really doesn't feel like it. The game still feels to me like it's fairly even across the board.
Oh, it's a very close game.
I agree, and Wynne's going to try to get in here and get this Drake. Now, they don't have enough vision to know what's going on, but they're going to pull it out of the pit, and I don't know if they can. Yeah, their Rammus is going to come down here. That's a nice job by him. He can definitely block off the enemy jungler. We'll have the ultimate come out there by Malphite. I want to see this is going to turn into another team fight here, and they're going to take down the Rammus too. Nice counter there by SouthSide, and they're going to come out on the better end of this, and I think they're going to polish off the Mord too. Nice hook there by the Nautilus.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Malphite may had died in that battle right there, but that ultimate that he got, I think he had a knock up on 4 champions. That sets up the play for everybody, for the team wipe. That is really impressive and a great play by the Malphite.
Yeah, and after that team fight there and the loss of that dragon, it really puts Wynne back on its heels. Wynne's going to have to start playing a defensive game even more so than they've been playing.
Yeah, they truly are. I mean, now it's the gold lead. With that fight right there, really pushed it apart. I mean, it's almost 10,000 now. I'm gonna say it again, guys. This Malphite is really impressive. Malphite and Ari. Well, I look through here. Darius, Jinx, everyone's doing really well. Even the support is 2, 2, and 6. So I mean,
oh yeah, they're all impressive at this level. Like a lot of times, you might have a hyper carry or something, in regular season and something like, but you're not going to see that at this level. You're going to have someone who might excel and have a really good game, but it's not going to be just all about one champion. There's no way. They're way too good at this level.
Absolutely.
Man, nice job catching the Rammus out there. Wow. And nice hook there by the Darius, pulling him back in. He tried to run. He tried to get out of there, and they didn't let him clear. There's just too much CC.
Hey, that's the thing. This team is built on CC. I mean, and they're doing really good at putting vision down. They have the vision lead. They're warding in the right spots, and they're going to catch people out pretty easy.
Yeah, and they're going to get this Baron right here, Whoop out. They're just going to go ahead and secure this. Smart move by them. Just won that fight there. Know that Wynne can't get reset on them there, so they're just going to go right in that Baron pit and take care of business.
Absolutely. I mean, jungle's down, Gangplank's down for his global ultimate, so there's nothing really there to steal, so it's easy take for them.
Yeah, in all the games we've seen in the quarterfinals and moving in now to the semifinals, it seems like they're on top of that Baron. As soon as they can take it down, they take it down, and they get to moving. We got a little dance there. That was great. They're enjoying themselves.
And something else about this game that's changed fairly recently is, of course, the objective bounties. And just like right there, they may have pushed and got Baron, and that's great. But Samira had the heads up play to at least go push you out bottom, get that tower, get that objective bounty, kind of help close that gold lead a little bit.
Yeah, that's something that's new for Season 12, and I think it balances the game a little more. It doesn't snowball quite as fast. I mean, you still can, but it really helps you out to have that bonus objective bounty to at least try to get back into the game.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
especially at this high level, these teams are capable. It will snowball on teams that aren't. But
Yeah, nice ultimate again there by the Malphite.
Yeah,
that knock up,
absolutely.
you're right, Woo Pal. That knock up, that might be OP, man. It's really working out well for them.
After this game, we may see some more Malphite jungle. I think that may become something new to watch for.
I was going to say, I think after this game, you might see a Malphite ban.
Oh, I think that's definitely going to happen. I mean, here again, Ari just playing well, Darius playing well. The team fight ability of these guys is just incredible. I mean, there's the dunk, good double by Darius.
Yeah, very nice. They're going to get the ace, and this is going to be GG, guys. Nice job by Southside. They're gonna mop this up right here, no doubt. Very nice job from them. Very nice job from Wynne. They just lost out in that one team fight there, really. I mean, there by the Dragon, and that was really just the big push.
Yes,
from that point on, you could just kind of feel it, but before that, it really felt dead even.
Yeah, it did. And that's the thing with League of Legends. I mean, you have one team fight that goes your way, that changes the whole aspect of the game. You get an item lead, and it can go out of control like this game.
Yeah, very nice. The first round in this match is going to go to Southside. Very, very nice match by both teams. Very nice team play. Very enjoyable to watch. You see the score's only 25-7. And we touched on that a little bit yesterday. You're not going to see these extremely high scores in a lot of these games because these players they're too good, they're too smart, and they don't make very many mistakes.
No, I agree. And even though it's 25-7, I still that game just felt a lot closer to me. I think one or two team fights go a different direction, and that game's could be completely different.
Oh, easily. And Wynne still has an opportunity. This is the best 2 out of 3, so you'll see this match go on to at least one more, and maybe if Wynne gets something going, we'll have 3 matches here.
Yeah, I think that's a good possibility. And, what Fui touched on earlier is I think this game right here is going to set us up for probably a totally different ban list come next game. So there's definitely going to be some champions we're not going to see again.
I agree, but I'm really interested to see what they do. They'll probably take about a 10-minute break here and reset and figure out, kind of what they want to do. They're going to talk about it definitely. They're going to see what, hey, maybe we could do different. Let's try to do something better here, and let's try to pick counters against these against Southside. Southside's going to say the same thing. They're just going to be game planning here for Wynne. So. Always, we won't have access to that. We won't be able to listen to them, but it's just that's part of the game. And the huge amount of strategy goes into this game.
Yeah, absolutely, it does. A lot of it goes into the beginning match, but after you've played a match and you see how things plan out, then you have even more things to talk about. Who to ban and how to counter and what items to build and how to change up your team. And this game, like you said before, there's just so much that goes into this and so much planning that needs to be done. Especially between matches, it's crazy.
Okay, we're going to get in here. They've already got the lobby open back up, so man, I think they're ready to just get back at it here. I like it. They're fired up. I would be, and they may be just thinking, you know what, we already know what we're going to change, and they probably actually already do, to tell you the truth. Probably before it ever even ended there, they already had in mind what they were going to try to do in this second game.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt. I think they've already kind of put it in their heads what they want to do, who they want to ban, and, of course, they'll talk about it now as they get ready to pick the draft. But I agree, Fui. They're going to have something in plan. They're going to have a different strategy for sure.
And we're already going to start the draft here.
Well, I'm with you. I love it. Get back into it.
Hey, and they're going to swap sides here. Keep us straight, Chuck. Now, who's going to be on what side here? I said it. If it wasn't for Chuck, the stream would probably never get started.
Wynn's going to be on blue, and
I wouldn't know who was on what side. I mean, it's just he's got to keep us straight here.
The Wynne is the Yellow Jackets. Fui, are you having troubles not voting for Wynne?
No. I have no objections to that. No objections to that.
All right. And I think maybe after this gets going, you may have to restream to. Watch out, we got your desktop on stream here, buddy.
Okay.
Watch out, we got your desktop on stream here, buddy.
Okay.
Watch out, we got your desktop on stream here, buddy.
Okay.
You're duller than a broken sandwich.
It's kind of crazy from this side, though.
Yeah, he's got his
Crazy
bill
from
up,
this
but
side,
yeah, we're not zoomed in, but that's fine. We can see everything that's going on. And I was going to remind Fui too. He's not. Usually, I'm the one that controls the stream, but he's at the school, so we thought maybe we'd get more bandwidth being this way. After this band's out and stuff, when the game starts, just make sure you stream it back to Discord so that we're not on a 20-second delay.
Okay. It should be running in the coaches chat channel.
Yeah, it wasn't. So
okay, I just started it again. So
okay, maybe
if it's not there, just let me know and I'll restart it.
Sounds good. All right. So what are we seeing in the band? They're banding out the Jinx.
Well,
and then the Lux. Those are
I fully expected the Jinx and the Malphite to be banned. Absolutely, I think that's really, really smart to get those off the board. Ain't gonna deal with them again.
Yeah, but these teams, they've been scouting this other team as soon as they found out who they were going to be playing. They probably spent most of the day debating about who to ban. So there's going to be some give and take when this second match comes and they ban based off play. They may be getting something worse than what they're banning.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of a toss up at this point, but we do see the Ari for Wynne. For Fort Smith Southside, they are picking up the Nautilus and the Syndra. So Syndra is a dangerous pick as well. I'm assuming that will be their mid laner.
Just like you look at Fort Smith Southside, they banned the Lux and the Moo. So that's probably from the scouting. They know that they cannot afford to let Wynne get that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I see. I've seen the first picks or the first bands. I've seen the Zach band, so I'm assuming that someone over there, someone on Fort Smith Southside plays a nasty Zach in the jungle. And I see the Tom Kinch band too, which is always a good band. I try to ban Tom Kinch and Pike every match that I possibly can.
Yeah, I did watch a little bit of Southside play, and I did get to see some of the Zach jungle, and I can confirm it's very nasty. So I agree with that ban. That's very smart by them. His jumping around the map, their jungler is very, very good on Zach.
And Aphelios.
I like keeping the Ari. I like the Samira pick, but I really, really like Soraka better than Janna. I think the Soraka pick is so much better. Her ultimate's good. Her heal's good. Her silence ability is really going to come in handy. So I really like that pick better.
I do too, and the range on her ultimate, is basically anywhere on the map. So if that support sees that someone needs some help, or a fight breaks out and you're not there, you can still help from afar with that, and that's really, really handy tool there.
Absolutely. Echo ban. Seemed like Wynne is really so. I'm assuming Fort Smith Southside has a jungler that is really strong. I see a lot of jungle bans coming out from Wynne.
Yeah, and some of these team players, I mean, we're talking about platinums here. Yeah, their bench goes deep, so to ban them out, you gotta burn some bans.
That's true. So we see the Aatrox for the final ban, and the Darius. Okay, I expected that as well. So another Darius ban for the final ban from Wynne. Smart choices there. It's going to be interesting to see what the final two picks are. However, this is going to be a totally different match here. Some new faces, new champions coming in this one. Viego, always a solid choice in the jungle.
Yeah, Don Tyson actually lost their first game yesterday, and they came back to win the next two. So anything's possible. Just depends on how good these kids play in the next round.
Absolutely. Yeah, anything's possible. They're all so good that they can go in any way, anytime.
Yeah, we was talking about this the other night. These teams are so good that any given day, one of these teams could beat the other one. It's just who's done the right scouting, who's prepared, who's ready for today, and who's wants it the worst.
Right. Now, Fooey, I don't know about you, but I'm seeing Soraka and Shin. I'm seeing team fight capability right here.
Yeah, I like the Shin pick, and then they're going to go with the Fiddlesticks there too. And man, that's great
really
for
like that.
CC. That's great for team fight ability. His ulti, his area of effect. So I like the Fiddlesticks pick here.
I do as well. I think this is going to be a great matchup right here. Shin, Mordekaiser is always fun to watch. Of course, Fiddle and Viego in the jungle. The Ari Syndra, that's going to be a little different. I think the Ari is going to have a little tougher time with Syndra than with Gangplank. So I like that change up from Fort Smith. And bottom lane, Samira, Soraka versus Aphelios Nautilus. So this, guys, I don't know. I like this draft a lot.
I do too. I like both these team comps. I like the Aphelios in the bottom. He's very, very strong in this season. Just all around, probably the top ADC in top ranks. So if you get someone who can play that Aphelios, man, they are deadly.
Absolutely, yeah. The Aphelios, that's a champion that I have tried to play before. I can't get it. I just can't. I can't wrap my mind around it. But some of these young student athletes here, they pick it up and they can just absolutely own with them.
Yeah, and two, the Fiddlesticks, I like that for the vision. That's kind of his, I think that's his passive. I think that's right. You can correct me if I'm wrong there, but him being able to place that all over the map, I think that's a smart pick there because I think they realized that they had some vision issues there. especially towards the middle of that match. And with the fiddlesticks, that should help alleviate that a lot.
Yeah, I agree completely. And also, Fiddle has the fear, of course. His damage is going to be better than the Rammus pick. And like I said before, his ultimate with team fight is going to put them even that much farther ahead, I think.
Yeah, and he'll have to be careful at first, though, I think, against this Viego, because Viego is very, very strong starting out. I always do not like jungling against Viego until, probably around level 10. It seems like it levels out with most of the players jungle that I play, like Zen Zhao, for instance, even a Master Yi. Viego's ultimate against another jungler, you got to be very, very careful because he will take you out in a one-on-one fight very easily at lower levels. Kind of reminds me of Jarvan in some ways, and just coming out strong right off the bat. So I want to see how they choose to play that into the fiddle.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the one that we're going to watch for is probably Ari. She's going to be careful because, of course, Viego, one of his abilities, of course, is he can go invisible against a wall. And he can just pop out of nowhere, really, and with Syndra stuns, that could be a deadly combo.
Yeah, I do like the Syndra pick. You don't see Syndra as often, but she is a very powerful mage, and I will enjoy watching the gameplay, especially these champions that you don't see all the time. Some of these are staples on the Rift. You see them quite often, but when you see some of these champions coming out, especially at these high levels, it's usually you're going to get some really special play.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't see Syndra very often at all in the mid lane, at least not here lately in the high school esports. But I really feel like Syndra Ari is going to be a fun battle to watch.
Yeah, this is going to be another good one. We're going to be in for another treat here. It would not bother me at all if it went into a game 3. Like I said, I don't have a dog in the fight here. We just love watching this. We love streaming it. The kids love it, them being streamed and commentated. So we're just doing this for the love of the game, really. But the more League of Legends action we can have, hey, bring it on. We'll watch it till the bitter end.
That's absolutely right. Well, and you mentioned that too. These kids deserve this.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They deserve the recognition for what they do. They work hard. They put in time. I don't, I'm not there with another program to see how much time, they put into the game, as far as after school, on their own time, things like that. But I can tell you right now, these kids that are playing at this level, they are putting a lot of time and effort into these games.
Absolutely. And that's the thing that I'd like to highlight too is how much effort these kids put in. To me, it's no different than a traditional sport. They still have to work at it. There's things they got to work on to improve, to get better. There's a lot of time they put into it as far as studying and counters, and there's just so much that go into this, especially League of Legends. So these kids deserve this. It's fun to watch them play, and to be honest, I'm a little bit jealous, Fui, because these kids, I can assure you, are far superior to anything I've ever, to my abilities for sure.
Chuck and I kind of joke about that on these streams a lot of time because we'll be talking about, gameplay or what we've seen or whatever, and we'll say, well, we're down in the dirt as close to the ground elo as you can get. So the gameplay is a lot different whenever you're playing in negative Iron 1 like we do.
Absolutely.
And these kids, they're able to take these champions and just do incredible things with them. Like you see them with their flash Q ultimate combos and things like that. And I mean, I can't even I can watch a video of how to do it, but I can't do it myself.
No, my reaction time and my fingers do not work like these kids. It's not possible.
And hey, we might get an invade here, Woo Pal.
Oh, they're looking for it. They're looking for a pick right here. Yeah, Force Mess SouthSide did this last time. They're just kind of scouting it out a little bit. Maybe get some deep vision, possibly just kind of looking around, looking for that early pick, and that's always good.
They did get a ward down there on the red buff on Wynne's side, so nice job by them. I think Wynne recognizes it that it's down there, but that's going to give them a sneak peek on when Fiddlesticks comes through there, so they can keep a good track of him, you know.
Absolutely, and if you're just joining us, we've got the Wynne Yellow Jackets are in blue in bottom lane. This is the second match against Fort Smith, red in the top lane, or in the top corner.
Yeah, if you missed the first match, guys, you missed a good one. Fort Smith kind of, they chose a Malphite, and really, both teams played extremely well, but the Malphite, his team fight capability, he just hit a lot of really good ultimates. They were able to kind of snowball there toward the end. So, you know, there's been some changes in this game, some bans, of course, to get the Malphite out of the game, get some other players out of the game. So this one is I'm sure, going to be just as exciting as the last game.
Yeah, and that Darius in the first game was very well played in that top lane too. There, Wu-Pao. It was constant pressure, going around dunking on people, and he was a force to be reckoned with up there too.
Absolutely, yeah, and I expect the same in the top lane here as well. It's just the Mordekaiser's gonna have a challenge with the Shen. He's probably gonna need some jungle help because Shen is just really hard to kill.
He's doing a nice job of coming out aggressive here, though, on the Mordekaiser. I mean, he's going right at it. So,
yeah, he's doing a great job of pushing his wave in. I mean, he's way ahead on CS right now. But there again, Shen is a tough one to last hit on. Excuse me. So Mordekaiser's taking advantage of that and pushing it in the turret.
Yeah, nice shove, and he's going to go ahead and take advantage of that and just dip down to Scuttle there. Got a gank coming in on mid lane right here. Viego almost gets that. Ari almost gets that charm back off. Nice counter there, but Viego almost sneaks one in right there.
That's what I was saying earlier. I think the Ari's really got to play passive and watch out for that Viego because there's so many angles for him to come from. And if she pushes up too much, I mean, here again, looks like Viego's going to come in again.
Oh,
Here's
nice stun by the mid laner.
Yeah.
Very nice combo there. Very nice team play there, Wu-Pao.
Yeah, I'm really concerned for the Ari for that one. That stun and the Viego damage is going to be tough to deal with. Fiddlesticks is probably going to hover around mid lane as much as he can as he's passing through and just kind of check on his Ari.
Yeah, that was a real nice setup there by the mid laner. Recognizing the jungle was there, recognized they had the double team, and just very nice, well placed, well planned stun.
Absolutely. And smart by Syndra, too. She pushed back to her tower a little bit and kind of feinted the fact that Viego may have left her, and he was just kind of waiting in the bush the whole time.
Yeah, and that's the kind of play, when it pays off, it's great. But now, if Syndra didn't get the stun there, or Ari dodges out of that, then Viego just lost a lot of time there, in the jungle, just hanging around, not getting XP, not farming. So it did pay off for him, but that's just another risk and reward thing that you see in League of Legends a lot.
Absolutely. And like you said before, Viego's such a good champion right now. He picks up the early Sheen. A great pick. His CS, he's still hanging right there close to the fiddle, even though he has that kill. So he's quite a bit ahead at this point.
Yeah, and we've got the first Drake up down here too, so we're going to see a push in here on bot, and I'm curious if they're going to go ahead and try to take advantage of that and go on up there and even just get vision or maybe try to get this Drake.
Yeah, I see Fiddle's heading that direction as well. It looks like Nautilus and Philios is both, but, that's the thing with Samira. She can clear waves so quickly that you may push her in, but she can push right back in a hurry.
Yes, her lane clear is very nice, very quick, especially since she has the option of both ranged and melee weapons, so she's kind of unique in that aspect.
Absolutely. Okay, so mid lane, we need to kind of watch this here. Looks like Fiddlesticks is kind of waiting around, looking for Syndra to maybe push up a little bit, get out of position.
Oh yeah, I think this is going to be nice here. Ari should have been up just a little bit further, maybe, but her mobility. Yeah. Oh, if Ari would have been up just a little bit further, I think they completely turned that around. Syndra with a nice counter there, though.
Yeah, that was a great job with her. She had to use ultimate, but that was a good ultimate usage to just kind of save herself and to get some really good damage on the Ari as well.
Yeah, she used that defensively as a disengage, and it worked out well. I mean, you use that ultimate. You know, it's your big ability. You want to use it at the right time, but that was definitely the right time to use that ability. Now we got Viego hovering around the Drake up here, and got Nautilus coming down with him. So Viego definitely very, very capable of killing the Drake early.
Absolutely, I thought he might actually go for it right there, especially if he would have known that Soraka and Samira were fixing to back.
Yeah, you're right, Wupao. If they would have had vision down there to see that, I guarantee you they would have jumped on that Drake. But I think they're thinking, you know, hey, we're just going to play it safe on it. We don't have vision down there. I don't know where they're at, so that's probably really the smart play there.
I agree, and I think at this point in time, Philios needs to go back and buy anyways, which she's doing now. You know, getting early boots, some attack speed, getting that noon quiver. So that needed to happen as well. So that may set him up for the next fight.
Okay, I'm wrong here. They actually did get that Drake, and I didn't see it somehow. Is that what's showing over there for you?
Oh yeah, sure enough, I missed that as well. I sure did.
Hey, they were so fast getting the Drake that I didn't even think they did it. But I knew Viego was capable, man. I just looked up and thought, well, the Drake's gone.
Sure enough.
Okay, I was making sure it wasn't a glitch.
No.
I think that was the ultimate there by Mordekaiser. I'm not for sure, but I think it was.
Yeah, Mord used his ult, and so did Fiddlesticks as well, and it's kind of even fight right now. Yeah, the Shin needs to be careful. Oh, yeah, he's fine. He can get out of there, no problem.
Yeah.
A little trade-off in top lane. We're 8 minutes in. We're seeing a little different gameplay by Wynne. They're playing a little more defensive and a little safer than they did the last game. They almost, as I said that, they almost had an ADC problem, but looks like they cleared it out.
Yeah, nice job by the Samira getting out of that there. I almost thought she was in trouble there. It wasn't going to be able to make it back on that, but she does, so nice job by her.
Oh, here we go getting mid lane.
Yeah, you called it, Wupao.
Syndra. I'm telling you, that Syndra is going to be really hard to deal with. Ari is, right now, really squishy. And that Syndra, man, that damage is going to be really hard to deal with.
Yeah, I see it looks like she's trying to build into Leandry's there, and you know, she's gonna have to hurry up and get that because man, that burst damage right there, Wupao, was just massive, even at a low level.
Absolutely, and that's what I'm assuming that Syndra may actually go Ludens here for even more burst damage, and if she does, Ari's going to have a lot of trouble.
Hey, we got the ultimate coming out by Samira down here. She doesn't get the kill, but she does end up polishing off in the end. Yeah, so she did just bust out her ultimate there. She's going to be another ultimate. I just forgot until I just saw that she does not have a reset on her ultimate.
Wynne trying to close this into a tie on the death count.
Oh, yeah. Shin's going to keep... Oh,
very close.
Man,
that was tough.
Nice job by Wynne there in the bottom lane. The Samira double ulti there, getting the push out. They don't get the Nautilus. I know they wanted that Nautilus, but once again, here's a spot where Nautilus is forced to back. So it's almost it's not the kill, but it's still very positive play by getting him out of lane.
And here we are 10 minutes in. I just think we saw the last ultimate, last character get their ultimate. So all characters have ultimate. Pace is going to quicken.
Yeah, and we're going to have a mythic out here real soon also, too. It won't be long.
No, I really thought we'd see one right there out of Samira after picking up that double kill. But she did the smart thing. I picked up some armor boots, some life steal. So, you know, she comes back into lane here. She's going to be kind of even harder to deal with than she was before.
Nice job by Ari dipping down there and helping out the Soraka. Just helping fend off the Viego there. I said even that move right there, she didn't do any damage at all to the Viego, but just her presence and showing up, the Viego knows he's got to back off of it because he can't win that 2v1.
Absolutely.
The level in between teams are pretty even right now as well.
Yeah, it is. That's even across the board. I mean, even if you look across the CS, you know, top lane, of course, Shin is going to have a little harder time, but his 2 assists make up for the 20 CS or so that he's down.
Oh,
and there
and
we go again.
Ari's going to go
Cinder.
down again. Man, you called it, Woo Pal. Wow, that's twice back to back there. That you said the Ari was going to be real careful, and man, she just gets mopped up there again. Nothing she can do. The stun, she tried to get out, she just couldn't get out.
That's the thing with Syndra, man. If you get a good stun on somebody, and then you got the Viego with you right there, that's the 1-2 punch that's really hard to get out of. The blue Wynne, Wynne is really going to have to focus on the Samira, get her fed even more. At this point in time in the game, she's going to have to start roaming a little bit to help push out other lanes.
Ooh, Mordekaiser made a guess and he made the correct one, but it's just a second late on that swing. Wow.
It's plays like that, heads up plays like that. I mean, he hits that, and Shin may go down. That's a good point, Strano. I mean, that's just smart heads up play.
Yeah, Shin was trying to back, and that's where he teleports back to base. And if Mordekaiser would have hit that, he couldn't teleport, and then he'd be locked into a fight.
Cinder is telling everybody that Ari is missing. Ari's trying to wrap around the bottom lane down here. Try to sneak in behind that Nautilus and Aphelios. No, she's going to push back out. Not quite the... Well, maybe they're going back in. We may still see some in the bottom lane here. Everybody's just trying to play for position. Ari, great charm right there. Just can't follow up with that.
Yeah, it does look like everybody's setting up their chess pieces just right around the dragon pit there at the bottom.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Got a little lull here, but this is just jockeying around, and they're going to bust out the Rift Herald here.
Smart play. I really like that play. Mordekaiser's ready to push in a big minion group right here on the tower as well. Plating just is fixing to fall off, so they're trying to take advantage of getting some gold before the plating falls.
Yes, and that's just another high IQ play by these League of Legends players. They realize, they know the exact time when all these events on the map happen. And so once they see that, they're going to know that that's their last chance to get that advantage, and they're going to try to get it at all costs.
Absolutely. Oh, Fiddle.
Oh, nice job by the Ari coming in there and saving her Fiddlesticks, but we're going to have the mid laner coming up here too. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we got an ultimate coming in by the Samira down here on the bottom lane. If she can get this, she's going to go ahead and get the Aphelios. Yeah, and he's going to pull out the stopwatch there, but she should still be able to get this. That's just going to give her time to reset. She's going to reset the ultimate. Nice job by the Samira there, just like you were talking about. If she gets fed, this could go the other way real quick.
Yeah, that was great. Samira got a 2-kill right there, which is fantastic. And Ari and Fiddle are both able to get out without dying. That's an incredible trade.
Yeah, huge win there for Wynne.
That Fiddlesticks, boy, he just had to get out of there even on that one, man. They're really trying to pick on him here. They've targeted him several times, but he does make it out, so nice job by him. And Ari almost goes down there again to the burst damage. This mid lane play has just been exceptional here.
It really has. And I think what Mordekaiser's trying to take advantage of right now, of course, he's got the early Merc Trez. He finished off his Riftmaker. So now he's going to be scaling some ability power, and he's going to be tanky, and he's going to put out some damage. So they're going to have to watch out for him. He don't have any kills right now, but I think that's just a matter of time.
Fiddlestick's going to bust out the ultimate here, and he's going right after their mid laner again. So nice job by him recognizing that the Ari's going to just need some help here in this middle lane.
Yeah, Wynne right now really has to protect the top and middle lane. Bottom lanes are play. If they can get their bottom continuing to grow and scale, they can push in on bottom lane, and they've got a chance to bring this back in.
Well, I look for Samira to back here fairly soon, because I'm sure she's got some gold to spend. She does have the shield bow now, so that just makes her that much harder to kill and harder to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely. She's got the mythic advantage on the Philios, and they know it. So they need to try to take advantage of that before Aphelios can get enough gold to try to counter that.
Looks like we got to push for Dragon. It's about to come back up, and they're definitely warding and watching for it.
And Mordekaiser almost gets that. He just misses a couple of skill shots there. He would really put a hurt in there on the shin. Yeah, I think they're going to get the Soraka there. Yep, nice job dipping down. Soraka's just not going to be able to deal with all four of those champions there and that much damage.
Yeah, I look for some kind of play around Samira right here. I know Syndra and Mordekaiser are down there, and they may not give up on that too easy.
No, but the Ahri's going to come down here and help, and they might catch Mordekaiser out here. I'm not sure. This will be very close. Oh, man. There's tons, and there comes the shield bow into play. Tons and tons of damage. Very, very nice job by the Samira there. This Samira is on fire in the bottom lane.
I mean, honestly, right there, she should have died. But she played that so well and backed off an ultimate at the perfect timing to make that happen. And I think Soraka ultimate kind of helped save her right there, too. So that was just a great play by the bottom lane.
Oh, yeah. The bottom lane is what I've been counting on to bring Wynne the big W at the end here. We're at 6-6. They've managed to get the kill count back to even. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with that.
Chuck, I can tell you what's going to happen. If that Samira gets about 2 more kills, I got a really good idea of what's going to happen.
But right there, that's a great mythic purchase of her shield bow. That's what saved her right there, and was able for her to go back in and pick up those other two kills as well.
Yeah, and that was a nice job, too, of her Ahri coming down there, helping her out a little bit, because she kind of initiated that Mordekaiser on that dip there, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and a lot of people need to realize this is such a team game. Even if you seems down or whatever, just keep taking care of your job and your responsibility. I know these kids know this high level, but you just keep focusing on what you're supposed to be doing and hope that somebody else can get some traction elsewhere.
Yeah, they got their mid laner coming down here to try to just counter that bottom lane there.
Yeah, and so that opens up the mid lane, which was Fort Smith's strong suit.
Yeah, no, I think we're going to have another team fight right here, Chuck.
It does look like it. Wynne gets a kill there at the beginning of the team fight. Go either way, but two kills.
Yeah, and you had back-to-back ultimates there. Man, they are really trying to get the Samira here. They're going to try to burst her down. They know they need to get a shutdown on her, and man, they are really focusing
want
her.
that gold, yeah.
And they're going to end up getting it.
Yeah, definitely SouthSide won that team fight against Wynne. They're like, nope, not yet. Don't count on game 3. We still got the rest of this one to play.
Yeah, and they're going to go ahead and go up here and mop up Baron after that too, man. You're right, Chuck. All these teams at this higher level, man, as soon as they think they're able to get Baron, basically as soon as he shows up on the map, they are jockeying for him big time, and that's something that you don't see in the lower elos at all.
Yeah, a lot of these games, if you're not going to go in on a Baron with the level 10s and level 11s that you see, that these better teams will go in on.
And I'll tell you something really smart right there. Fort Smith SouthSide sent 4 people to take care of Baron, kept the Syndra in mid lane just to put pressure on the mid lane so that the other team, Wynne, could not even get to Baron to contest. They had to deal with the Syndra right there in the front of their base.
Yeah, and look at their vision in that jungle right there, Wupao. I mean, wow, they got 5-6 wards right there, to make sure that they're not coming through that jungle for them.
Yeah, and that's in Wynne's jungle, so, I mean, they've completely closed that off. They know what Wynne's doing.
It's crazy. I've noticed that throughout this game. I mean, Fort Smith SouthSide has really done a good job at not only placing wards, but getting rid of wards from Wynne. I mean, their vision control has been perfect in this game. And something else Wynne needs to watch out for is the next dragon coming up. Fort Smith Southside does have 3. That 4th dragon could really put them in a scary spot. So Wynne really needs to watch that play around the dragon pit.
Yeah, but if you notice, look what we got going on the dragon pit. We've got vision all coming from Southside there. They're knowing what's going on around that dragon pit. Unfortunately for Wynne, they're not able to get in there and really show. They do have one in the dragon pit though. Hid from
Yep, they do have a control ward in there to kind of see what's going on, so that's important. But you're right. I mean, front of the pit is controlled by Southside.
Nice ultimate there by the Viego, man. He just he just deleted the opposition there in that. He came in and wasn't even on Ari, and she came in and tried to help, and he just turned around and ulted her, and wow.
Southside's taking advantage of this Baron buff, and they're going to go into the middle base of Wynne.
Yeah, nice shove here by them.
They take down this inhibitor, and then the minions grow with that Baron buff. It's huge for them.
Well, this Viego now, he has Blade of the Rune King. He has his Divine Sunder. He's got boots. He's becoming scary.
I would not like to be him right now.
And this Cinder, I mean,
unlinked chain. Poor guy got caught out. Definitely looks like Southside's going to get this next dragon.
Yeah, that's a really smart play by them, though, because they shoved that mid and got that inhibitor. They put so much pressure on Wynne that they just had to completely back off the Drake. I mean, they just couldn't even come up and contest it. So that's a very nice job by them.
Something that we're seeing in this higher level of play than what I'm used to is, buddy, when they get you down, they take every advantage they can. They're not going to take a chance on you being able to come back. They want to shut down.
And God, I wish there was a stat that we could show to see the hook percentage of this Nautilus. I mean, this guy is just, I don't know if they've missed a hook yet. Every one of them is just on point.
Yeah, that's something we talk about in a lot of the games. I always try to point out the support play, but it's so important, and it gets overlooked a lot, like you're talking about, because there's not a stat for that. But your support maintaining control, you see the support is 1, 1, and 8, the Nautilus there, and he's not dying, he's not taking kills from his team, he's out there supporting his DPS, wreaking havoc, causing stuns, pulling people in. And that's exactly what he's supposed to do.
Absolutely. He's building defensively. Now he's got his Giant's belt. So he's going to have a lot of health. He's going to have a lot of armor. So he's not only is he setting up team kills here, but he's going to be hard to kill himself.
Yeah, and I do like playing Nautilus, and I played him quite a bit. And one thing that about him that makes him so good is the first hit you have on an enemy champion actually pins them to the ground. And so, but what makes it hard to play him really, really well is when you're in these team fights and you're around multiple targets, you want to be hitting everybody because you want to get that first hit on everybody so you can put them in place and force them to have to eat all of your DPS's damage.
Absolutely. Yeah, that is a good pick by Ari right there. That really helps maybe put her back in the game a little bit. That Viego kill netted her a lot of gold.
Yeah, she's definitely behind on items, but that's definitely going to help her get caught up there a little bit, and they might be able to make a defensive stand out of this here.
Yeah, Wynne's not going to go quietly into the night. They're going to try to hold their position. They're not giving up just yet, but things are looking really good for Fort Smith Southside.
Yeah, the one thing Wynne can't have is they can't trade 2 kills for 1. If they're going to trade kills, it needs to be even. Right there, Ari was able to pick up the Viego, but they lost Fiddle and the Shin in the mix of all that. So they really need to make sure that everything's even from now on team fights.
And you see Wynne here, they're calling for that dragon that I think they're going to try to set up for. They're going to see if they can get vision. Like I said, Fort Smith has really just been the vision king in this fight so far. But
see that by the number of dragons they've got.
Yeah, I see Wynne though. That they know that they know that they need to get more vision. They're going to want to try to get a Drake here if they can. And nice job by them recognizing and trying to set up on it.
Yeah, we're about to hit the 30-minute mark, and the pace always quickens.
Yeah, I think Shin's going to get caught out right here. I don't
Yeah.
think you can get away from that Viego. Nope, he's not. A nice pick
Can they
there in
get
the
the
bottom
trade?
lane. Yeah,
No, it looks like Wynn's going to have to go under tower.
yeah. And
Ooh, they did.
nice job
Wow.
coming in there
Wow.
on that team
They
fight.
They may end up
Wow.
taking this team fight here.
They're
Nautilus
gonna
is
keep
running
chasing
for
this
his
Nautilus.
life, that's for sure.
And this
And
could set
Nautilus
them up
went
for that
north,
Drake.
and It very well could, because as they're trying to respawn, this late in the game, those respawn counters seem like they last for absolute ever. It does look like Mordekaiser got away, though. He's going to do a split push. He's like, no, guys, we're coming in from the top. We're still here.
Blue team's inhibitors are spawning soon.
Yeah, nice job by the Mordekaiser applying the pressure there, because he's gonna force Wynne to have to come back here and back and deal with that wave or give up a tower. So they can't afford to give up a tower, so he's forcing their hand right there. So nice job by him.
It does look like Wynne is calling for, yeah, and sure enough, it looks like we're going to have a fight over Baron here.
That'd be an important one for sure.
Yeah, if Wynne can take this, they've got a chance. If Fort Smith takes it, it may be the end.
And Fort Smith's not scared. They're willing to push up right here in the jungle, lay some wards down.
I don't
really
know
get
if I
some
would be
vision.
if I was Fort Smith. They do seem to, even though they've almost lost a few team fights, they always seem to get the upper hand.
Yeah, that you're right, Chuck. That was a dangerous push there by the Nautilus and Mordekaiser, because they really didn't know what was there. They could have got ambushed right there real easily.
Yeah. Ooh, a few little initiations there.
For that Mordekaiser, he's kind of pushed up a little far, but he's also really beefy and hard to deal with too.
Yeah, if you're Mordekaiser and you're level 16, you kind of get to walk around a little bit.
Yeah,
well,
that's the thing
he's
too.
got his big second item. What's that? Demonic Embrace, I think. The hat.
Yes.
Yeah, and man,
Yeah.
that makes a huge difference on him.
Yeah, it just gives him more health. More damage. It's a great item for Mordekaiser. But he better be careful right here.
Yeah, a little
Oh,
overconfident. No,
Yeah. Oh, good job by Ari. She might. Oh
no,
man,
it does
she's
not
a
look like it.
now.
Yeah, it's a bad deal. It does look like, yet again, Fort Smith's able to capitalize on another team fight.
And this Viego's just pushing them out. He says, "I'm not done. I want you off my Drake."
Yeah,
Yeah, nice job by the Viego there.
this is Fort Smith's Drake, and if you don't like it, we'll go take Baron here in a minute.
Nice job by the Syndra there too, guarding that bush out there, making sure to not let them back in. No chance of a steal there.
Yeah, you could see the last ditch effort, the equivalent of a Hail Mary, jumping into that, but there was just no surviving.
Good job on Fiddle, though. I mean, at this point in the game, you have to try to get that Drake.
You have to
steal
try.
that
You
away.
have to get that steal, or at least try. I agree. Sometimes it's worth the sacrifice and take a chance. The proverbial, you have nothing else to lose at this point.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
I'm telling you guys, this Cinder pick was the absolute perfect mid lane pick. It's been so hard to deal with this Syndra.
Yeah, and her
Her damage
burst
is
damage
unreal.
is insane.
Killing spree.
Yeah, if you wouldn't had such a strong control of mid lane, Wynn's bottom may have been able to control the game a lot better and pushed up, but it does look like GG's, and we do have our first of the two finalists going forward.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, very nice job there by SouthSide. You're absolutely right there, Whoop Out and Chuck, both with if they would have let that Samira get away with just a little bit more down there, that could have been a serious problem for them. But they were able to generate so much pressure with that mid pick that pretty much negated the Samira.
Yeah, it really did. I mean, the Syndra Viego combo just worked out really well. Mordekaiser was able to keep Shin from really doing much. His CS advantage was just enormous. Bottom lane was a little closer, but I do think the Aphelios deserves a little credit too. I mean, she kept the Samira in check for the most part. But overall, Samira just couldn't get fed enough to bring her team back.
Looks like our chat filled up with some of the players, and it's great to see everybody there. Yeah. How do I play Viego? Very good. I think maybe we know.
Yeah, very, very nice game. Very high level play here in the state of Arkansas. Congratulations to SouthSide on their victory there. Congratulations to Wynne for making it this far into the playoffs, especially for a young program. We had their coach on earlier, Mr. Jerry Harvey. He was kind enough to let us stream this match. We really appreciate that. And just a good game by both teams, and Southside's going to get out of here with this one.
He's only graduating one. So
the future is bright.
We'll probably see them here again, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're not moving on to the next round next year.
Yeah, great match right there. Two really good, solid teams. They have a lot to be proud of. These young student athletes have a lot to be proud of. Congratulations to both for making it this far. And yet again, Fort Smith Southside, great matches, guys. Look forward to seeing the next match for sure.
And we'll try to stream the match tomorrow. Is that right, Chuck?
That will be the attempt. These times keep getting earlier and earlier, so I don't know, but we do attempt to stream the next match, and I can't wait to get the finals.
I will reach out to Coach Sniff at Don Tyson and see if we can stream. They weren't able to stream the last time when I did talk to him, but they were willing to let us commentate and stream their match. They just didn't have anybody to set it up, so we kind of figured out a way around that now, though, with the in-game invite. And I hope we'll be back here tomorrow, and we'll bring you some more Arkansas State Finals esports action.
Yeah, I'd like to thank the kids for letting us know that they really appreciate it. We know it means a lot to y'all. Y'all work really hard. You got Foo Chew. I love the casters, so that makes me feel good. It makes me feel worth it. Fellow Waffle says casters make it way cooler. We think so too. We want to give y'all the honor that y'all deserve.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know about you, Strano and Fooey, but I watch these kids play this game, and I'm over here scribbling notes. Like,
yes, sir.
I'm trying to make myself better watching these kids because they're just so impressive to watch.
These kids have no idea that we're 3 of 5 that play League of Legends. We play games. This is my gaming group, guys. So the casters here is the group that we game with, and you'll be able to play video games your whole life. So keep these connections. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you all for getting in the chat, and we love streaming this for you. We'll try to do it again. Y'all keep working. Great gameplay by both teams. Really appreciate you. Appreciate your hard work. We're trying to make sure that you get noticed for what you're doing. Appreciate your time and effort. It's very, very enjoyable to stream your game. Very enjoyable for me to work with Chuck and Wu Pao on this. We love doing this too. I haven't been doing this very long. They've been doing it a little bit longer than me, but really appreciate it. And we're going to try to stream all the way to the final.
Absolutely. Yeah. I want to see this all the way through, guys, for sure.
I agree. We're locked in now. I think we have no choice but to see it through.
That's right. Maybe next time we can get some of the other games. I missed a few Rocket League matches I want to watch because I coach the Rocket League game. The 3 of us, we play Rocket League, so yeah, we like all these games.
All right, guys. I guess we want to wrap it up here. I don't know if we'll get a chance to talk to Coach Harvey again. He said he would do a post-game interview, but I'm sure he's talking to his players there, so he may not have time. We're not there on site, so I don't want to hold him up or anything. I know it's always tough after a loss. I know it is for me. You feel like you've played the game yourself, when your kids do lose a game. There's absolutely no reason for them to feel bad about their game. They've made it way far into this. Top 8 teams in the state is phenomenal. And so we may not have a chance to talk with him. So if we don't, we'll just go ahead and end the stream here, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Thanks again, guys, for hanging with us. We appreciate all of you.
Yeah, and if you want to just give us a follow, that'd be just as good as a donation there. Hey, thank you.